Welcome to Bruins Overtime Live, presented by BuyAToyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit BuyAToyota.com. Adam Pellerman, Billy Jaffe, Barry Peterson here with you. These two just taking some last-minute notes. And on those notes include 33 shots on goal for the Bruins and shutout for the fourth time this season. Vancouver with a 2-0 win. Everything but the finish tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And because even it was a fortuitous bounce that led to the one goal for Vancouver with the goalie in the net, that is, besides Garland's empty netter. They had some really good chances. High danger chances per natural stat trick, 13-1 in favor of the Bruins. And they do not consider the goal that was scored by Vancouver a high danger chance. So unbelievable. But Lankinen was very good. And the Bruins, obviously no finish. Are they thinking too much? They're pressing now? I mean, we're talking 3 goals in the last 3 games. Granted, they've won 2 of them, but this was one where you're like, oh, you got to figure out a way. One of your big guys got to figure out a way to score here. Yeah,
as you would with your interview this week with Geeky, he had talked about being snake bit, right? Yeah. And he says, I am, and I've gone through other guys. They're feeling it, and you're starting to see off plays. Instead of the puck, when it comes to them, instead of releasing, it's coming to them, and it's like, okay, now what am I going to do? And you start thinking, we've all been in those situations before, and then once you get out of it, you go, I can't believe I was in this. But until then, you got to keep working through it. When they were struggling earlier in the year, this was the type of losses that I can take, okay? The other stuff, I just didn't like the way they were playing. This way here, to me, you totally dominate the way you do. You keep going like this, you know Pasta's going to score. You know Zacha's going to score. I know Lindholm's going to get it going. You know from the back end, McAvoy and these guys got to contribute offensively as well. You need that to come. The base is being built. I am going to stay on the positive side on this, that I believe it's coming.
It has to.
Yes.
It has to soon. And I'm with you. I love your positivity. I am. I do. All kidding. I do.
I'm not talking about Pasta who's done it once.
Yeah, I know.
1 year. I'm talking about a guy who's world-class consistent.
I know.
It'll come.
But well, for him and for the team's sake, you'd hope so soon. Yep. And it's not just him. It's Zacha. You could see.
Oh, yeah.
We'll show you. I'm sure Zacha had that great chance near the end, and you could see that deep yoga breath that he took after he didn't score right there. I mean, overall, these guys, Adam, really pushed. When I say they pushed it, I mean, they brought the puck to the net. They had more of a shoot-first, shot first mentality, especially
it's coming. Yes, it's coming.
They did. Lankinen, I wouldn't say stole the game, but he was really good in the game.
Oh, he was good. I mean, he made big saves, especially early on, Billy, before in this second period right here to keep this down when the Bruins had 3 or 4 really good opportunities. He's going 5-hole. He thinks he can drag the guy through. Then look at
he's looking like a goalie in your era.
He's trying to drag him. Those don't look like leather pads.
No, they don't. But he's flopping around there. But here you go. It's a good 3-on-2.
Yep.
Zacha just gets it in the middle. That's a good save, Adam. He comes out, he powers out, and he meets the shot. And near the end of the game, or third period, beg your pardon, Coyle trying to stuff it. Not always the highest percentage play, but I like the demonstrative nature of the play. The Bruins with good low to high, good shoot first mentality, good options. Like, they really created a lot of good options for themselves, but they couldn't finish, and that's what matters the most.
It does, and I think, too, do not let the defenseman off on this situation. On Vancouver's goal, who makes the great play from the point? Quint Hughes. He makes a good quarterback power play, gets things through. He sees you got a 2-on-1 advantage. He gets it down there. Are these opportunities here? Yeah, maybe I'd like to see get a few more bodies in front like Marshy's just doing right here. But again, you're going to need some offense from McAvoy. You're going to need some from Lohrei at times, Zadorov. You need those guys to get shots through, and then you're going to start to come.
Well, that play right there, that last play, that kind of epitomizes, it typifies or epitomizes what's been going on as we see Conor Garland go to the empty net. I'll let you do the star, and then we can talk.
Yeah, star of the game presented by Subaru of New England. Fall in love with a brand new Subaru. Kevin Lankinen has second shutout
good this year.
Yeah, and again, no Thatcher Demko still for this team. He may come back when this team returns from its road trip, but picking up the slack for sure.
Yeah, Billy, you said before the game, this guy's been playing great. Was he ever?
I mean, he's a backup. He's been a career backup, and he's been with some he's with the Nashville, and then before that was Chicago. But you got to give, we'll call him a kid, late 20s, but give him credit for stepping up for this team. He has saved their a handful of times, literally and figuratively. I don't know if we can go back to that that last really good opportunity, 21-point-something seconds left. The one that Marchand actually, I think, gets with the back of his leg.
Right.
When the puck comes to the front of the net, there's a good opportunity for the Bruins right there. Kind of typifies. You got to earn your luck, right? But this was a good play, a great save on the first one. And the second opportunity, here we go, as the puck is worked around. Bruins with the 6-on-5. They keep the puck alive. Good recovery. Look at that one save. And then Marchand right there. And then the second one from Lindholm. And we'll slow it down because the replay is going to come up here. It's a gorgeous tip by Brad Marchand, folks. It's gorgeous. Garland's going to score here. But if you look at the replay, Marchand's tip is sublime. And Lankinen gets the left pad on it. And then I'm almost positive, right? What? You'll see right here. Watch this. Just a great tip off the heel of the stick, save. And then doesn't Marchand get it in the back of his leg when Lindholm comes in to shoot it like that? That just kind of typifies what the Bruins are going through.
I think the other thing we got to give a lot of credit to is Vancouver's defense. They had, 26? The team had 26 blocks.
They had 17 of them.
Yeah.
The D,
yeah. So, they did a good job of when the Bruins had opportunities, they got inside position and were able to protect their goalie a little bit with their body.
72 shot attempts for the Bruins tonight.
And just 31 total shot attempts from Vancouver. So, numbers are great.
Yep.
But the field test, right? You wanted them to tie it up. But I'm with Barry. I don't know. Aren't you with that? They played well.
Yeah, they did.
As long as the offense does start coming.
These losses are magnified because of the struggles that the Bruins have had this year, right? Mm-hmm. And you look at the offensive numbers. You look at the fact
in the
that
last
they
2 games
haven't scored a third-period goal at home since the home opener, right? And so you look at those numbers, and they all start to add up. And you can hear the groans from the crowd when they don't score on the power play, even though the power play has scored in 3 consecutive games. You hear the groans because of the struggles that they've had this year. Again, better, but no finish.
Right. No, and to your point, Adam, historically, this has been the type of thing where the Bruins are scoring here in late in the third period, getting some momentum, feeding off the crowd, and having that big victory, right? But the third period now, you can see that they're struggling. They're thinking too much.
Yes.
Billy, they have some great opportunities, and it's just not getting done. It's in their head right now.
It was better, and you saw, I think Rick talked about a low shot and then a high ripper from Pastrnak, but he missed that one by the ear of Lankinen. First period we saw Marchand come off the line or attempt to, which I thought was good because it kind of creates a different option that the defense has got to be aware of. And then they tried to use the bumper. I thought Vancouver did a good job of protecting against the bumper in this game. I still want to see the Bruins zip the puck around, man. I just do. I want to see them zip it around as much as possible. And they're waiting at times here and there. And this wasn't a game that the power play lost for them. They did have, 6 or 7 power play shots and some chances there, but it hasn't been effective. In fact, they dropped from 31 to 32. The team they're playing tomorrow night is now number 31.
Yeah, we'll get to a preview of the Islanders game coming up in a little bit, but you see the Bruins now.
Can we say right now we're not going to talk to either team's power play?
No. We're not going to talk about the power play. We'll talk about the overall big picture. We'll stay away from that. Jake DeBrusk's scoring in his return on the power play for the Vancouver Canucks. All 6 of his goals this year coming on the road.
Yeah, I just want to, as we're talking about power plays here, watch this bad call, Billy, that kind of took the momentum away from the Bruins in that second period. They had things going, but hey, you got to kill one off here now. So all of a sudden, watch Hughes at the top. He looks down immediately. He sees, I got a 2-on-1 advantage down below. What am I going to do? I'm going to fire it right in there, and it goes off of the hand here of Garland, right? And he just kind of deflects it, and it goes right to DeBrusk, and that's one of those types of goals that the Bruins power play needs, isn't it?
Oh, boy, would that be nice.
Would that be nice?
There was a review on the play. It was deemed it was a deflection, not a movement. Whether intentional or not, if you have forward movement in the eyes of the officials and or situation room, if it propels the puck towards your teammate with movement, right? They're saying there's no hand movement here, that the deflection is permissible. Right? You see he's like, I think they determined that he was shrugging almost, right, to protect himself with the stick up, and it hits the bottom hand. Jake DeBrusk is heating up, as Barry said much earlier in this night. He gets on benders, man. He gets on heaters, and he gets going. You mentioned all the goals on the road. He had 2 goals the other night in Ottawa, another one here. Maybe he's doing a JDB heater-upper.
Last 3 goals have come against Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman, his old teammates.
But on that power play goal, again, I can't emphasize enough, the key there is that Hughes is at the point, and he's got his head up. And he's looking down there, and he sees McAvoy is getting caught over here, and he's got a 2-on-1 advantage down and low. So he just takes it and fires it as quick as he can to get it down and say, okay, boys, try and battle. You got a 2-on-1, and they got the advantage. The Bruins are kind of like thinking too much, and they're not releasing that puck as quickly as Hughes. Now, Hughes is one of the best in all of hockey at that.
Yeah, he's one of 2 defensemen, the other being Rasmus Anderson of the Calgary Flames, to lead their team in points this year. So he doesn't have the most points, not to be confused with this, the most points from a defenseman in the NHL, but he leads his team in points. And again, just one of 2 D-men to do that in the NHL.
You're going to see this Vancouver team again when the Bruins head out west in mid-December, and they could have
Barry might not. You know why?
Back. Why is that? He'll
Very
be
late.
dead?
Very late.
Yeah.
He'll be 2 hours into sleep.
We'll watch it tomorrow or the next day. Bruins lose 2.
You're not denying it either.
Oh, no. I'll be out cold. Are you kidding me?
Rick and Joe Sacco next. Bruins Overtime Live is presented by buyatoyota.com. For offers not seen on TV, visit buyatoyota.com.